I'm here to be an all-time great.
You now rocking with the best.
Purple yellow, purple yellow, purple yellow, purple yellow.
The Lakers repeat back-to-back titles.
Welcome to the Big Baby Jonathan Sports Podcast.
Oh, he's smoking hot.
The latest Laker news.
Another great Showtime feed.
The greatest Lakers show.
This is going to be legendary for a long time.
This is the Big Baby Jonathan Sports Podcast.
Lakers all day.
Go Lakers!
What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Big Baby here from Big Baby Sports. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I got a very special guest, three-time NBA champion, James Worthy, man. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule for coming on Big Baby Sports, man. How's it going?
All good, Big Baby, man. You know, you've been rolling. I've had to, wait for the right time, but it's nice to be here, brother.
Yeah, man, it's an honor to have you, man. And let's get right into it, man. So tell us about the Showtime Lakers, man. Tell us what it is like being around that team in general with the Showtime Lakers.
Well, the Showtime Lakers were a unique. It was a unique decade. You know, it was a unique era. Started with really Dr. Buss, his vision to have a unique style and a unique arena, really. Mm-hmm. So he already had Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Jamal Wilkes was already here. And then Magic came. And that's when things really started to lift off the ground. Magic was the main ingredient to the vision that Dr. Buss had. You know, he wanted a special team. He wanted a special arena where, you know, he came up with Laker girls. He came up with floor seats. Mm-hmm. He came up with branding buildings when he got $50 million to name the fabulous forum, the Great Western Forum. So Showtime was about style of play, which was fast. It was unorthodox, and it was powerful. It was intense. With Magic running the ring, running the show, Kareem skyhook, Coop Byron and I on the wings. It was, in a lot of cases, unstoppable.
Yeah, man, they're unstoppable. I really didn't start watching basketball until 2000, but the history that you guys talk about, to me, I think that's one of the greatest teams of all time.
It was, and I think we got the record to back it up. 5 championships in a decade. I know Michael had 6 in the 90s, but I would test the waters in the 80s. And it was also, a decade of growth, like off the floor. It was a crazy lifestyle, and it was before, really before, before AIDS, and it was just the 80s. It was crazy, and the lifestyle was dangerous. It was also a big rivalry between the Lakers and the Celtics that reemerged the history of the 60s. The Celtics, they beat the Lakers 7 times in the finals until we beat them in 85. It was Boston style and LA style. So there was a lot of stuff going on in the 80s that made it so. The NBA got a big television contract with CBS, and it just blew up at that point. And so we've been able to see the growth to where it is now.
Yeah, man. And speaking of that, man, do you think that this basketball is soft when it comes to the game of basketball? Do you think the NBA is soft in today's game?
Well, it's softer than when I played.
Mm-hmm.
It's softer than it's ever been in NBA history. And I believe the NBA was concerned, I think in the late 90s, early 2000s, they were concerned about the scoring in the NBA. There was a lack of scoring because defense was, pretty good and physical. I remember them moving the three-point line in a little bit. And I think all of that is due to guys not getting the work in college, okay? So you take Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He had 4 years with John Wooden. Jamal Wilkes, Bill Walton, 4 years with John Wooden. Michael Jordan and myself 3 years with Dean Smith. I'll give you a good example is Austin Reeves.
Mm,
Undrafted, didn't get drafted, but he had 4 years in college.
mm,
And that's where you learn the drill work. Like every day in practice, it's repetitive. You learn how to defensive slide. You know how to drop step. You learn how to stunt and get back. So it becomes automatic. When guys stop getting that and they start coming straight out of high school, very talented, mind you, but it's like you can't graduate from law school and go straight to the Supreme Court justice. You gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta
mhm,
become a clerk first. You gotta work your way up. So
mm.
I think that's why the game is considered softer.
Yeah, soft.
I'm not saying the players are soft, but the way
Yeah.
the game is called,
Hmm.
and it's different than it's ever been.
Yeah, it is, man. Because sometimes I think back in the '90s you can hand check. Now, if you do that now, it's a technical
Yeah.
foul, or just if you play physical. Just for example, Draymond Green, if he did that back in the '90s, how do you think that would work in the '90s if Draymond Green tried to pull that in the '90s?
Well, I think like some of the stuff that Draymond Green, it would be nothing. It would be just like a scuffle.
Yep.
I think reaching back, knocking somebody in the face, they might get him for that. But I can
Hmm.
remember when Kevin McHale took Kurt Rambis out of the air,
Yeah.
it was just 2 shots. That's all it was.
Yeah.
So
It's
I don't want to see anybody get hurt, but I like the physicality of the game. It's when I started watching the game in the '60s, that's the way it was, and it never changed up until recently. And I think I'm just going to say it. I think they get away with a lot of walks and a lot of carries as well.
yeah.
It's a younger audience,
Hmm.
and the younger audience, they want excitement. They want dunks. They want 3 points from half court. They also are on social media. It's a lot of stuff going on. So it's different. It's growing. It's grown. I don't have a problem with anything. It's a style that they play. I just
Hmm.
wish they would bring back a little bit of the fundamentals.
Yeah, me too, man. And also too, man, and the center position. I know there's some centers like Joel Embiid, Nikola Jokic, but I feel like since Shaq, man, there hasn't been really a dominated center back in the day since Shaq.
Well, the center position has kind of gone away with the 3 ball.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it would be tough for Kareem to go out and guard Kevin Garnett
Mm-hmm.
or somebody like that or KD.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be hard, but it'd also be hard for somebody to stop the sky hook.
Mm-hmm.
So I think big men who can do both it's a major benefit to them, an asset. But you look at Wemby in San Antonio.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he plays and handles like Steph Curry shooting a 3, but he can go inside. I haven't seen too many post moves because I don't think bigs practice it anymore.
No, they don't. All it is just 3 pointers, and that's how it is with the big fellas. But Nikola Jokic from Denver is really good. I like his game. He's a very talented big. But I just miss it when it's Shaq, dominate, get the ball in the low post and go to work. I miss that. Now it's just stand up at the top of the key, set a screen, shoot a 3. I miss the
Yeah,
old school
yeah.
basketball, man.
There's a lot of fundamentals that have gone away from the game. Like you
Mm-hmm.
rarely see a post-up player with his back to the bucket, and there's
Mm-hmm.
like 8 or 9 moves off of that. Teams don't take advantage of it anymore. They look for mismatches. They look for
Mm-hmm.
switches.
Mm-hmm.
But those guys who are like Jokic, he's hit. There hadn't been anybody as deadly as he is.
Yeah.
It's not a sky hook, but it's a little jump hook. But
Yeah.
the touch that he has, if that ball hits the rim, it's going in. So he dominates. He can do both.
Yeah.
Shoot the 3.
Mm-hmm.
Gobert is not really a post-up player.
Mm-hmm.
Towns not really a back to the basket guy either. So AD sometimes gets in the paint,
Mm-hmm.
and whenever you get a big that's a threat in the paint, it causes double team. You have to triple team and double team sometimes. So that allows for the 3-point shot to be a little higher percentage.
Yeah, man, I agree with you 100%. And we experienced that with Nikola Jokic in the West Conference Finals, man. He was making everything in that series, man. We played great defense and then went in.
Well, he's technically sound, and a
Yeah.
lot of European players are, because they don't have the opportunity to just go in the gym and, work on dunks and, they work on the fundamentals. They really do. And if you look at the top 10 players in the NBA, I think 8 or 9 of them are European, So American kids better be careful thinking that they're talented in the 9th grade and the 8th grade. They don't have to do anything else. It's a big lie. And you really got to focus on, fundamentals and practicing and repetition and knowing what's lie ahead, because there's a lot of guys in high school who are high school All-Americans and McDonald's high school All-Americans. They're about to go to college where they might sit the bench for 2 or 3 years. So just beware.
Yeah, man, most definitely, man. And let's transition to this current Laker team, man. How do you feel about this team in general, man? Give us your thoughts.
Well, I really felt good about our team back in November, December, when we won that silly little in-season tournament.
Yeah.
Because I thought with Vanderbilt on the court, and D'Lo finding his self, I still think if we're healthy, we can make some noise. We're just in that bad seating spot. Injuries, everyone has injuries, but I just take it to this before I get to any excuses, which I don't like to make excuses, because every team has to go through injuries and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I can look back on our season right now and see 12 to 15 games that we blew and we should have won. And that's where my blame goes. Not finishing games when you're up 16, 20 points and you allow teams to come back. So I start with that. Then when you present a coach with 33 to 37 different lineups, because you have, all of a sudden, Vanderbilt is out. Cam is out, I can remember Austin Reeves missing a few games, So it's hard to project, but it's no excuse. They still got to play the game. I think they're in a not so good place. Having to go out and win 2 games, possibly on the road, and anything can happen in the playoffs in a elimination game series. So they're gonna have to really, pull the pants up, man up, and take care of business those first games.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%, man. Vanderbilt was out, gave Vincent, Cam Reddish, the lineup changed, D'Lo too, starting, not starting. That it's kind of like, okay, where's this team going to go? And then, like you said, 16 points against Sacramento, losing that game. Sometimes I'm gonna keep it real, like I always do. I feel like the coach sometimes doesn't get the team ready before every game. That's just how I feel personally, man. I just feel like Darvin Ham needs to get the team ready to go. Like you see Greg Popovich, Eric Spoelstra, Mike Malone, the great coaches get the team ready to roll each and every given night. That's how I feel.
Preparation is everything. So, when I look at their latest road trip, I think they were 5-1.
Yeah, 5-1.
I think they came back, I don't know, they had won like 10-3 or something like that.
Yeah, 10-3.
They were ready. They're ready to play. The coach's job is to prepare you and motivate you. So, but my take on that is, once the coach has done that, it's up to the players to get it done on the floor. Now, coaches have to deviate from their game plan sometime. As a second-year coach, those are challenges that Darwin still faces. He's not an experienced head coach. So he's learning on the fly, which yields him sometimes a lot of criticism. And also when he has injuries that he can't project, it makes it hard. But ultimately, it's always going to fall on back on the coach. But guys, when you're not ready to play in the first quarter, that's a player's thing to me.
Yeah. Yep.
If it's continuing and at the end of the first quarter and on into the second quarter, then that's coaching. But when you hit that floor in the first quarter, your ass got to be ready to go. You can't be getting down 15, 16 points and spending all your energy. We've had too many situations like that. We've also had situations where we've had 18-point leads and gave those up. That ain't coaching. That's playing. So, but it is the coach's job to remind them of that. If he sees the lead dwindling, like, you got to take a timeout.
Yeah.
And it can't be like, nice guy. You know, it's got to be, look, this is what we need to do. So it's a delicate situation.
Yeah, it is, man. And it's so back in the day when you played, if you guys were playing like how Lakers up and down, what would Pat Riley do to you guys if you guys were up and down throughout the season?
We didn't play up and down.
I know, but like let's say if you guys did.
Like, look, I'll tell you what, we lost 2 games in a row once.
Yeah.
And Rouse was a work ethic. He would work you. He would work you. He would set you down in front of a video and embarrass you. Like let you see yourself. And then he'd look at you and say, what the fuck was that? Didn't matter who it was. Be Magic, Kareem. So holding you accountable.
Yep.
And he was honest. And if I was a coach, I would not hold back. Because I'm going to lose my job anyway, one way or the other. So I got to, it's a tough, because you're managing personalities.
Yeah.
So everybody's personality is different. You push a guy too hard, you might lose him. You know what? Don't push him enough. Don't push him enough, you might lose him. So it's delicate.
Yeah, man. And it's just, I just want Darvin Ham to show some frustration, because sometimes he doesn't show it sometimes.
There are moments where I wish he'd get a couple texts.
Yeah, same.
Bad call, protect your players. But hey, that's my style, not his.
Yeah, I understand, man. And also too, man, late great Kobe, man. Describe Kobe Bryant in one word.
Well, if I had to use one word, it would be killer. Because that's what he was.
Yeah, man.
He was an assassin. Maybe assassin.
Yeah.
Both the same. You weren't going to outwork him. That was it.
Yeah, Kobe's one of the greatest Lakers of all time, man. His work ethic was amazing, man. I also have a story. He followed me on Twitter. Me and him had a conversation, man. I look at it every day. It's Big Baby. Keep up the great work. I'll be seeing your shows, bro. Keep it up. I'm looking at him like, okay, I want to give up on this podcast. Hell no, I'm not gonna. Nope, I'm gonna keep pushing.
That's right.
Sometimes this YouTube stuff, podcast gets a little bit tough, but every time I want to fall back, nope. Listen to Kobe and keep pushing, keep striving for greatness.
But Kobe, in order to have that type of attitude, you have to experience some failure.
Yeah, I did.
So Kobe knows what that's like. You know. So, but he wasn't going to be denied. That's why he had a philosophy that no one was going to get in as many hours as he did. So it didn't matter who he was playing. A great defensive player, he knew he had woke up at 4:00 and worked from 4 to 6, 8 to 10, 12 to 2, and he was prepared. So, and Kobe was also very subtle and quiet. Like, there were homeless people that had pairs of Kobe shoes that hadn't even come out yet.
Yeah.
That brother used to leave Staples Center and go to Skid Row and hang out.
I remember that story.
And nobody really knew about it. And when I watched college women's sports this year, I saw his effect on all of that. What he was doing with Taurasi and all the women he had worked with quietly, and what he was going to do with his daughter. I see Kobe's work all over women's basketball right now.
Yeah, me too, man. It's just the game he preaches, man, is everybody listening and learning, taking the notes and stuff. Kobe will always be remembered, man. And just in general, man, Kobe, man, got the statue, man. That's well deserved. I know he's gonna have, like, I think 2 more, man. a great thing for Kobe, man. I'm not surprised he's getting two more.
Yeah, that's the first time 3 statues.
Yeah, three.
but
Yeah, 3 statue. Yep.
Considering who he is, he's Mr. Laker.
Yep.
Yeah, that's awesome. And his daughter will be in one of them, I believe.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
But he's got so many, moments, right?
Mhm.
Like the one is up now to number 1.
Yep.
I'm sure he'll have one when he jumps up on the table and pulls his, So yeah, man. But I'm
And
all
also
happy for
too,
that.
kicking the Celtics' ass in Game 7.
That's right.
Yeah.
2010.
Yep.
That was his biggest moment when Powell came.
Yeah, and also
Yeah.
too, I actually lived in Sacramento during when we lost in 2008. We got blown out. I lived in Sacramento. Went to school the next day, rocking my Kobe jersey and the
Yeah.
hat. I was like, we won't be back. Let y'all have your fun, talk your shit, talk your stuff.
Yeah.
We'll be back. We're gonna win the next 2 championships. Kobe's gonna.
You did.
Yep,
You
we did, and I ran out of because I had a Celtics fan living down the street from me. He was talking all game, and I'm just quiet. Celtics better not lose, because if they do, I'm gonna go off on you. As you know, competitor. Once the Celtics lost, once the Lakers beat the Celtics, I ran. Let's go Lakers. Have that same energy, man. And he was quiet and everything, man. It's the best feeling in the world, man. Seeing the Celtics fan be upset.
My favorite line is "Get that Celtic ass, baby."
Yep.
Get that Celtic ass. So
That's the Can't
key.
stand them, man. Can't stand the Celtics.
I never liked them.
No, me neither, man. But also too, give us a story about Magic Johnson that people don't know about.
Well, there's a lot of stories I can't say.
Yes.
But in 1979, I was a senior in high school. And so when you're being recruited, you get to go on 6 visits to colleges that you think you might want to go to. So everybody knew I was going to North Carolina.
Yeah.
So I didn't even take my 6 visits. I took 4. I came to UCLA to visit. I went to Kentucky, North Carolina, and back in '79, Magic was a 6'10" point guard. You'd never seen that before in your life.
Yeah.
6'10" guys were centers. And I had this visit, and I said, I just want to meet Magic. I just want to meet him. He was, even in college, he had it.
Yeah.
So I went to Michigan State. I went to Lansing. Magic picked me up in the airport in what's called an electric 225. It's the car. We call it deuce and a quarter.
Yeah.
Big car. And he picked me up, and he had a big afro. And he picked me up, and he was lean, and I was in the passenger side, and he was driving the one arm, and he was leaning so close to me, talking to me. And I was like, man, I feel like I'm his date or something. And he was like, James, yeah, man, you come here next year, because Greg Kelsler was leaving. He was a senior.
Yeah.
He said, man, yeah, he's leaving. It'll be you and I and Jay Vincent. Man, we'll win a title. He said, I know you love North Carolina, man, but you come to Michigan State, man, we'll do it. And I was like, I looked at him, I said, man, I already heard that you're leaving after this year. So he was already leaving. There's no way I was going to Michigan State in that cold weather. But Magic was the ultimate team player. Like, if I'm going to pick one player to start my team, and you give me a choice between MJ, LeBron, Larry Bird, anybody else, I'm picking Magic, because he's a winner.
Yep.
And he makes sure that everybody else is maximizing their talent.
Yeah.
For instance, one time, I was having a bad shooting slump. And I had the ball boy come in early, about 30 minutes before practice, so I could get some shots up, And I got there, and the ball boy wasn't there. And I was like, man, but Magic had heard it, and he came and rebounded for me. And so when he was rebounding, he was making the right pass and talking to me and telling me, and that's just the kind of guy he was, man. And you can see that it transferred to his post-retirement. He's become a billionaire in business. Amazing.
Yeah, most definitely. And I know that was the next question. Who would you build a team around? You said Magic. If Magic Johnson was in today's NBA, how do you think he would do if he played in this era?
He would kill him. 6'9".
Mm-hmm.
People would love to play with him on the fast break.
Mm-hmm.
He would shoot the three. He had a set shot three he could shoot.
Yeah.
But I don't know who could guard him.
Mm.
And he would post up. Any guard you put on him, you'd have to put a power forward on him. Did he, So, yeah, we ran. I don't see any difference in the transition game. The only thing is we only had 2 3-point shooters. It was Byron and Coop.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, and speaking of Michael
we could
Coop,
adapt to it.
Yeah. Speaking of Michael Coop, congratulations. Hall of Fame. Congrats.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm so happy for Cooper. People appreciating the defense that he played. It was amazing, contributor to our team. 5 championships, defensive player of the year. And Larry Bird always said that he was the toughest guy that guarded him was Coop. So, yeah.
Yeah. One of the best defensive players of all time. What's the best advice you have ever gotten in your career or in life in general?
Well, the best advice I got a long time ago, like when I was like 15, was to be slow to speak and eager to listen. So I listen very well before I speak. And that's always been a big one for me. And the other one is I don't attach a meaning to everything. So I don't think about anything that hadn't happened yet. And unless I know the full meaning of it, I don't attach a meaning to everything. It's a waste of energy and time to be, doing that.
Yeah, man. Appreciate that. Also, too, let's shift gears here. LeBron. How do you feel like LeBron James in his tenure with the Lakers, how do you think it did in general?
Well, he continued to be LeBron. He won a championship in the bubble. The numbers he has put up are phenomenal and unheard of for a 40-year, but a guy that's 40 years old. But he's won one. I think he wants to win another one. And with AD and the supporting cast, that's where we need to be focusing on getting back to the finals. So I think if he can do that again, it really would seal the deal.
Yeah, I agree. He's had a good career with the Lakers and one championship plus the in-season plus passing Kareem, playing hella minutes. He's up there. He's up there with Jordan, Kobe, Larry Bird. He's up there with everybody, and yeah. And real quick, before I get up and out of here, man, what kind of advice can you give me on this podcasting journey that I'm on?
Well, Jonathan, you're already, on a good path. Preparation is everything, and you seem to be prepared for your interviews. Being creative, in addition to, sports players and stuff like that, it's also important to address certain issues in sports, like mental health, post-career stuff, and just keep it fresh, man. Keep it fresh, keep it honest, be straightforward with people, because that's what we want to hear. And you'll do fine, bro.
Appreciate it, man.
Fine,
James.
man.
Yeah. And also, too, I had a goal in 2016. I wrote a list when I first started this podcasting journey. Kobe was on there. Jeannie Buss was on there. Byron Scott, Robert Ory. You're on there. Mike Trudell, Geeter, Ronnie Brewer. All of them are crossed off, but Kobe's, that was one of my – Kobe was left at the top, but it's unfortunate what happened,
You keep doing that. That's what I'm talking about, being prepared.
Yeah.
Keep writing it down and keep checking it off.
Yep.
That's
James Worthy, man, go ahead and tell people where to find you, man. And
man.
Before we get up on out of here, we got to do that Worthy clap, man.
Yeah, let's do it, baby. The Big Baby Johnson podcast coming live, baby.
Let's go. Hit that like button, man. But
get that Celtic ass. I followed you today.
Appreciate it, man. Kick that Celtic ass, man.
That's right, baby.
Go ahead and tell people where to follow you, man.
You can follow me at JamesWorthy42 on Twitter and Instagram. Go get it.
Yep. This has been your boy Big Baby and Big Game James. We out. Peace.
Peace, baby. You got it.